Hello everyone, it's that Catholic Gamer Dude playing This Is the Police. Welcome back. Let's have a look at what's going on. Francis Kendrick won't succeed Jack Boyd. Well, that's kind of makes sense given that he skipped town. Corn monument to be demolished by Summer's End. Gosh, that's it's weird that that's like such a small town headline in what's supposed to be a big city, but why not? City administration to finance dance festival. Sure, why not? Alright, so here we are starting the day again. We got our Shift A coming up. And most people here are fairly competent except for Birch Jr., but I think that's just a matter of time. I think we said that last time. Let's have a look at here. Let's see, have we done any of these yet? Don't You Leave Me Here. I think we played this one already, but let's go ahead and just turn it on. Oh yeah. Okay, so, it's war. Freeburg's first mafia war in decades has spread chaos across the streets. Major criminal gangs vie for power, and the outcome of the struggle is impossible to predict. One thing is certain, a couple of weeks from now, only one family will rule the city. Now, we have agreed to help, the Sands. So, and we got ourselves a labor market so we can start looking at, that's because Shift B really took it on the chin in terms of the amount of people that it has. So we're gonna have to do our part we're gonna have to hire Sue Cops here. Now we've got Heather Griffin here, who looks like the best of the bunch. I think we'll go ahead and hire her for Shift B. And do we need to shuffle anybody? Now this shift has actually overall been better than Shift A, so I think once our new law enforcement officer comes on to join the squad, then she'll be fill this out quite nicely. So I think that's it for that. We have 2 days left before we can ask for new stuff. I think we're gonna request some more job slots for officers, really, and then maybe a SWAT upgrade. As far as the Sands, we can hire them to do this stuff. We haven't you know, we could have done that too last time, but that's very expensive. Anyways, take care of the hero for City Hall, Jack. Keep up the good work and make sure your final days of Freeburg PD are much more comfortable. So that was, Vandal was supposed to be honored by the city, and we just had to make sure that he stayed alive. So we did that quite nicely. Attempted murder. A passerby rang the police when she saw a naked man running through the streets, pursued by a woman carrying a large kitchen knife. The woman was shouting, "I'll gut you, you," etc., etc. So, we're gonna send Trebor and Vandal, because now that he's an honored hero, we can go ahead and subject his life to danger. Let's go do that. Alright. So, last time was a little bit rough, but for the most part, now we're doing alright. Alright, so the Sands need help. Vargas stirred some punks and they went and attacked one of the family right in the barbershop. We've already sent our own men, but we don't know how many scumbags we're up against. You can come join the party, but don't get in our way. Birch and Birch Jr., go ahead and make sure that things don't get too out of hand. The bodies start hitting the deck, then nobody's happy. So let's just go ahead and participate, and as we said, Sands is who is who we want to win the war, essentially. We've agreed to help him. Trebor and Vandal are doing great. Trebor is actually our rock. Hit and run at the city center. Let's see. An unknown vehicle struck librarian Kimlek Kalinowski at a pedestrian crossing and drove off. The victim was found dead on the scene. We're gonna have Turner take the lead, and then we're gonna add Soap so that he can start doing some actual work. We've had him on staff for a while and he hasn't done anything yet. So that's that. And I think we're going to, because of the Mafia War, I think we're going to have to, let's see, investigation has started. Alright, Mr. Paul, or Matt Paul. This dark colored car comes tearing around the corner, hopped the curb and kept on going, knocked the man over, didn't even slow down. Not long before the crash, I kicked a couple of drunks out of the bar. They were having a fight with some of my regulars. That was Mr. Alvarez. Anna Kalinowski. A few days ago, Dad had a fight at work with a couple of young people who were causing a ruckus at the library. The whole thing almost came to blows. They threatened him before they left. I saw 2 people in the car. They went right by me. The man in the passenger seat had a beard. Alright. Kimlick thought he was being followed. He saw the guys everywhere. Said it looked like someone had some problem with him at the library. Okay. So, we don't have any frames yet, so we're just going to go ahead and move along with that. The Sands need help again. I got, let's see. Mr. Sands' nephew looked out his window and saw some of Varga's men smashing one of his cars. Looks like someone needs to go remind them that this kind of behavior is illegal. We'll go send Birch out. We need to keep our... how do I put this delicately? Our real police officers out of that, just in case. I haven't... In Let's Plays on YouTube, I haven't actually seen when you try to help the Mafia anyone actually be in danger. But, let me see. A girl entered Eddie's Burgers and ordered a Diet Coke and started shooting at the other customers with a handgun. The cashier called the police, and in the background there were gunshots and screams. Meanwhile, the crazy young woman is shouting, "I hate fat people." Wow. That's just wrong. So we're going to send Trebor, Strong, Robbins, and Grant. And we are going to send the SWAT, because actually we're going to keep Trebor... I think we'll keep Trebor behind and send Vendel, because Trebor is so good that he can pretty much handle things single-handedly. I'm going to drop Grant and send Birch Jr., because those 4, along with a SWAT, will probably be enough to handle a single person and stop the massacre. So, oh, the music stopped. That's weird. I guess that song just doesn't last very long. So can we put on another thingy here? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. There you go. Little upbeat report on the massacre. Good stuff. Excellent. Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. You and Birch Jr. got a little bit of professionalism out of that. Good stuff. It's probably a little bit overkill, even just for one person, but when you've got someone who's already putting bodies on the deck, you know, it says civilians unharmed. I guess that doesn't count the people who were actually killed. I mean, as a game mechanic, it just basically only counts people who are dead as a result of your mismanagement. Alright, an alarm came from an armored truck. Armed men have blocked a street, shut out the armored truck's tires, and are trying to seize bags of money. We're going to send everybody, because we've sent the SWAT already for the day. So, let's get who we can out there, and let's hope that just in numbers we'll take care of that. Grant and Birch, I think, will be decent enough to handle that on their own. I sent our top guys because basically we don't have the SWAT team anymore, and I think that's going to be my next request, is to upgrade the SWAT guys. So we'll see how that works out. Alright, the narrow street is blocked by 2 vans near the armored truck. 3 armed masked men have surrounded the truck, and one of them is carrying a blowtorch. On the roof of the van is a 4th criminal who shouts something to his accomplices as he sees officers approaching. You are surrounded. Surrender peacefully. Shoot the robber who's standing on the roof of the van. The blowtorch won't work. You need to use dynamite. You are surrounded. The criminals take out automatic weapons and open fire. Retreat back down the alley, hide behind a patrol car, and fire from cover. Let's do that. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. All right. Good stuff. Good job, guys. We got a fight at the dump. Let's see. A night watchman during his rounds follows some noise and discovers several homeless people fighting over a bundle that was lying on the ground. Let's send Grant, Birch, and Birch Jr. This is just a fight, so it's not as big of a deal. Probably, I don't know if I could have sent the paddy wagon. I should have looked at that a little more closely. We'll see what happens. Hopefully nobody dies. And if it's Birch Jr., yeah. I mean, in principle, I guess it's bad, but let's be real. This fight's kind of outside on the outskirts of the city, too. Let's see, how's it look going on here? Situation is more serious than we thought, requesting reinforcements. We're close to the end of the day, if not the end of the day, so let's send Trebor and Strong to kind of back things up. And Vendel, Robbins, and Samadhi are actually pretty good as far as in case anything late comes in. Hit and run report. We got 3 new frames. Let's open this investigation. Alright, so he's walking down the street. Car jumps the curb. comes right at him and then does that. Well, actually, we need another frame anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So, good enough, though, for the first go-around. Hopefully it is a red car. Then let's see what we got as far as our stats are concerned. The report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good stuff. Nimbirch Jr. is starting to shape up. This is looking good. I like it. And we're at the end of the day right now, so we can go ahead and close it out. Alright. Jack Varga is strong, but he can't compete on equal terms with the oldest criminal gang in Freeburg. Just make sure that Sans stays in the lead on points, and we have nothing to worry about. Okay, so basically, the way that this works is that the more jobs you do for one side is going to win. And at the end of the war, if he wins, then you've met the condition, right? So that's that. So the checkpoint for day 14, July 28th. Let's see, city crime rate increased by 31%. Yeah, that war, Mafia Wars will do that. Mayor's nephew expresses desire to become FPD chief. Because, there's, nepotism. Mayor wouldn't totally do that, right? Freeburg farmers report record harvest. Good stuff. Alright, I'm suffering extreme, severe anxiety attack, and I can't concentrate on anything. Can I go home? J-Boogie, I think, hasn't really requested any time off, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and grant that. That means we're one officer down, but that should be alright. Let's go to the catalog, see if there's anything that we can grab real quick. Beethoven? Sure. Let's get all classy up in this joint. It's all drama. Alright, so we are down one officer, so that's going to be bad. So, if we go to affairs, the Sands need help. Our people are getting ahead of Mr. Sands Moon. We spotted a punk carrying a gun. There's sure to be a few more of the jerks lurking nearby. Let's get together and turn the tables on his slimeball crew. We've been doing alright up until this point. So we can kind of afford to let one go. I also know, just because of other Let's Plays, that if you help out one side too much, the other side figures it out, and you'll find yourself falling down a elevator shaft onto some bullets. So we're gonna go ahead and ignore that for right now. Hit and run is still going on. It's investigations. The deputy can send staff to the police. Interesting. You sure you want to buy this? No. Not yet. I think I might do something nice for our employees at the moment, but the first thing I want to do is let's go to the affairs of the police station. Not the fair, the city hall. Oh, we have one more day. Never mind. We'll do that, I guess, on the next playthrough then, apparently. Or the next episode. Then we got a destruction of property at the local arcade. The tenant arcade calling in a complaint about two teenagers who broke the steering wheel off the turbolift machine and are currently fleeing the scene. Let's see. Don't want to send Kachi out. Let's send our newest recruit, Griffith, and Tsubaki. Tsubaki's gonna show her the ropes, even though Griffith is a pretty professional police officer. So, I think these two will make a fine team if I remember to actually make them as a team. It's always iffy. Besides which, I was thinking of the Sands. I don't want to help them actually, shoot people. Let's see. The wife of the mayor's person loves choral singing. Today's her birthday, so please send some men with good voices. Really? Yeah, let's go ahead. It's a municipal assignment. From City Hall. We've kind of thrown City Hall under the bus a couple of times, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of appease them. Good stuff to do. Report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and just let that expire. And let's see here. Illegal arms sales in the ghetto. An eyewitness reports that a man is selling weapons on the street right out of the trunk of his car. Someone is getting shot every night around here. You need to finally do something. Alright. Let's wait until Griffith and Tsubaki are back. Hopefully they'll come back soon, and then we will be able to... It is an armed situation, so we're going to send Kachi, Yancy, and these two are not back yet, so we will send Griffith as well. For her first day on the force, she's getting quite a bit of work. So Purdy and Tsubaki are actually pretty good leads, unless something really serious goes down. But we really need to... we did lose one, but I really feel like we need to hire somebody else for Shift B just to have more officers on the beat. Because I feel very stretched on Shift B for whatever reason. And the situation is more serious than we thought. Alright, fine. You know what? We're just going to have to send everybody. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm hoping we might end up missing that firefight. What the heck is going on in the city? Rats. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make that one. See, this is what I mean when I say that I feel very stretched here. And then the Sands need help. Okay, illegal arms sales report. Everybody's done. Good stuff. Unfortunately... Oh, we got non-automatic weapons at the crime scene. You know what? We're gonna ask the Mafia to kind of sell it on the slide there. Can I send SWAT? No, I can't. Not without a lead officer. I'm not gonna make that one. Oh, that stinks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that sucks. Firefight report. Offender escaped. Okay, well, at least nobody died. Alright, at the police station. Mr. Boyd, I feel bad about coming to you again, but you're really the only one who can help me. These records that my ex sued me for, when I got them back, of course, I guess this could be nothing, but her big-nosed brother had his sights on them. The idiot even hired a private detective who's been at my store 3 days straight. Now he's attested to come to my house. He accused me of being involved with the records disappearance. I don't know if he has any evidence, but the risk is just too high. Can you scare them both? Make sure to stop poking their noses into other people's business. My store is open for you at any time. Alright, so first things first. Suspicious individual. Former psychiatric patient. Loboko Clark called the police because a maniac was harassing people at the mall. According to Loboko, there was a killer on the loose who would stop at nothing. Okay, so let me just check I gotta check what time it is. Okay, so we got a bit of time. Alright, so according to Loboko, there's a killer on the loose who will stop at nothing. So let's see here. We are going to send Tsubaki and Griffith. It's really just a harass. It's Loboko, there's a killer on the loose who will stop at nothing. We'll just send these two, and then we will send... I don't want to send Kachi on that unless I absolutely have to. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You know what? Alright, fine. Let's go ahead. I think we're getting close to the end of the day. And this should be a quick little run. Get ourselves a little bit of cash along the way. But sending 3 of my best officers for that just feels wrong. Suspicious individual report. The suspicions were aroused by a shopping center employee wearing a costume. He was dressed as a hero from the movie, dressed in blood. He was pretending to menace visitors as part of the fun, but he wasn't going to kill anyone. I had a feeling that that was nothing, but you never know. Alright, Chief, the problem is solved. Mr. Beaver thanks to give us tickets to the Irish Jazz Festival. Can't wait to go. Thank you for your help, Mr. Boyd. There's another 4,000 bucks. Good stuff for that little pension. It's growing kind of slowly, but we're only day 14 into this, and we got 6 months, so I think we're doing all right. And hopefully we don't get anything else, and that's the end of the day. And the music ends just in time. Cool. Oh, okay, so I didn't know that. Interestingly enough. So it evens out if you don't participate? That's pretty interesting. Okay. So now they're tied, and then, I didn't know that. I thought you actually had to help the other criminal gang. Maybe that might be in an update of some kind, interestingly enough. So there's that, and then... so basically now they're tied up again. So the next time we do that, we probably want to help out the Sands. But the more important thing is that Shift A is coming back, and I will feel better about that. We do need to... let's see, yeah, we basically just have an uneven number of cops. We just need to request one more officer slot. That'll be the priority for next time, because the next day we will be able to request a new officer slot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But anyways, that's enough for now. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been that Catholic Gamer Dude playing This Is the Police. Exciting stuff. And we're definitely feeling the thinness of Shift B, so we're going to have to do something about that. So we'll see. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.